Hello everyone, welcome to Red Cave. My name is Aditya and we have Nirantar and Marish with us. We are learning about data analytics and business analytics, and this is episode number 3. So stay tuned for more content. Now you have a clear understanding about tangible business and non-tangible businesses. Now we will speak about their own challenges, right? So first we will speak about tangible businesses, tangible product businesses. Now if you guys can think like what would be the challenges of these guys, if you can just think out loud, maybe 1 point each or 1 or 2 points, what do you think?
Product quality
Product quality. Okay.
and demand.
Demand.
Supply chain, how we will deliver the product.
SCM, supply chain management. Okay. Anything else that is coming to your mind?
Raw material
Raw material.
and production process, production process, production quality.
Production quality we already discussed, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And efficiently producing the product. Efficiency.
And customer base.
Customer universe, we'll call it customer universe.
Yeah,
Right, so you guys given like major challenge areas that these uh, industry face, right? So we will go step by step and you will find an approach also that how should you think about business problems. So let's just think of any particular businesses, that is, we don't have to take an example also, but we can think it logically. So what is the first thing that any as product base, as a tangible product company would have to do? They would have to do an innovation, right? So that they can bring a new product to the floor. So the first is innovation challenges, right? That's where they start. Now once you develop an innovation challenge, the next challenge is production cost, because now once you develop something you have to produce it also. Let's say you're using some platinum in your product, but your product is very niche use case, then you can make more money because there will be a lot of players to buy it. But let's say you're not building a very, or or let's say you are building a very vastly used product and that includes a lot of platinum and gold and silver, then the cost of that product will go high, right? So finding in a right product cost. So here there is a term called product market fit. So every organization do this, whether it's a tangible product company or non-tangible product company. They both go and check whether your product has a market fit or not, whether there are customers available to buy this or not. Now, once they figured out this cost part, the next part is production. Now, this production has its own different set of challenges which are subset to this. First is product quality, which you already mentioned, right? Second is efficiency. Third is that what is the production cycle for this? Because the more days you will need to complete an project, the more cost you will occur, because those many days you will need to recollect your money from the market, right? So that is another part. Now next is supply chain management, you could say. These are all under production scenario, or you could just separate out supply chain. That's a something very different concept altogether. Now you figured out supply chain, but you in this scenario and this scenario you need to figure out two things which Mayur has mentioned correctly, which is basically customer universe, right? So product cost you figured out, which is basically product market fit, and in with SCM you figure out how do you gonna supply these to customers. Over here there are also something like packaging. Over here you can see packaging also. what packaging means, like should you do let's say 10 gram of packet or 20 gram of what packet or 100 gram of packet per for a particular product, right? This is something, let's say a powder product, right? And over here in this whole scenario, a raw material cost also plays a role. Raw material, which Mayur mentioned, raw materials decide how costly product is gonna be. So right now Ukraine and Russia crisis are happening, so crude oil price have hit $120 per barrel, right? So that efficiently increase the energy cost worldwide. Now, since energy cost has gone up, energy is being consumed at every stage of production processes or even anywhere generating electricity also. Not just crude oil prices have gone up, natural gas prices has also gone up, coal prices has gone up, copper prices have gone up. So a lot of commodities which are being utilized in this particular industry has gone up. So that has a different effect on these production based companies. Now, if you think logically, the structure comes to your mind that you should start where they start, and then you can start finding and problems that they will face in the downstream pipeline. So it starts with innovation and it will end with customers. Now, customers will also have their own set of challenges. There will be customer feedback, right? Product feedback, service feedback. These are three key things that a customer will provide to any organization. So these are also going to be an feedback pipeline to innovation, to production, to supply chain. So service factor will go into, let's say, SCM. Product feedback will go into, let's say, production and innovation, and customer feedback will go into the operations of the whole organization, right? So that's how you think about a business problem, that it has an umbrella which starts with somewhere and it goes down the funnel, right? Just think of it as like in maybe some sort of sequential events. So every business problems can be identified from the top to the bottom, right? So any questions over here?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Okay. So
Uh,
okay, Mayur, go ahead.
we can put the customer universe before the production cost after the innovation in process.
So, okay. So, product market fit happens for a very small set of customers, maybe 10, 15, 20, depending on how largely you're going to scale it. So, think of it as a maybe trial version, a beta version of products that software products that you use generally on your phone is available for set of users, right? It is not available for everyone. So, it's kind of
Mhm.
that. Once you have that product market fit, the whole customer situation comes after your products are delivered in tangible products, right? Once you delivered goods to those customers, then and only then they are customers. Till that time they are not customers, they are just prospects where you can
Okay.
sell them,
Mhm.
right? Yeah. So anything else that you want to ask?
No.
Okay. So next is non-tangible products. Now over here, if like I'm explained to you, right, how the structure works. Now I want you guys to figure out that how their prob cycle will start and what kind of different issues they will face in different sectors into the organization. We will list it down from top to bottom. You guys can help me out. Anyone can go ahead at the first.
A problem that needs to be solved using the software.
Great. Problem statement.
Customer requirements on that problem.
So that will be set of that only, right? Problem statement. अगर किसी को
Okay.
प्रॉब्लम है तभी तो कस्टमर बोलेगा कि यार दैट इज माय प्रॉब्लम, राइट? सो दैट बिकम्स एन होल सेट कि 10 कस्टमर वो सेम प्रॉब्लम बता रहे हैं तो दैट बिकम्स अ प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट.
Mhm. Then
Uh,
basic solution for that problem.
Great. Product. It can be beta, then version 1, version 2, version 3.
yeah. Technologies
So
that
basically,
we,
tech stack.
yes, tech stack.
No, I didn't
Okay.
quite understand.
Then,
Then
Uh,
testing of that product.
sorry.
Testing of that product.
So that will be a subset of this, right? Let's say testing,
Yeah.
User experience.
UI, UX.
Hmm.
We can say feedback also. What else? Okay. So here, since tangible products is a need in their life, that's why they are buying it, right? Over here in non-tangible products, it might be a need or it could be a desire also. So for example, Facebook is not a need, it's a desire that you have, right? So now non-tangible industry or non-tangible product industry works in two sector, which is needed, absolute necessary, and then there is a desired product like Facebook, Netflix, YouTube. These are not necessity, but as of now, let's say email is a necessity for everyone as of today, right? Internet banking is a necessity, someone who wants to do online transaction. So there are few products who are um, con- considered into a necessary category, and then there are products who are n- not necessary for us. So over here, the main challenge for desired product is, so necessary products तो लोग खुद effort डाल के use करेंगे, right? There will be a less issues with necessary products. There will be, but there will be less compared to desired product. So tech stack is there, right? You will have to consistently upgrade your tech stack so that you can keep up with the latest technologies. Then there is customer base, which will be customer universe again, which will be basically helping you to gain more traction out of your product. So the more customer you have, the less cost you will occur. So here problem statement comprise of innovation, right? Even if you know the problem statement, you have to provide an innovative solution so that you can improve that market fit, right? Here also there will be a product market fit testing before the product, that they will be a beta and that will be tested with a fixed set of customers, and once they validate it, it can be used for larger set of audience. Now in here, the more crazy part is after the customer is acquired for a lot of software businesses. So let's say that you are on, let's say, Spotify, right? Spotify is a music streaming app, but there are other apps like Ghana, then YouTube Music is there, Apple iTunes is there, right? You can buy any one of the subscription. So the main challenge for Spotify is to retain you, right? So in this, the journey starts after an acquiring the customer, and the journey of acquiring customer in itself is a pain, right? You have to do promotions, you need to do, let's say, offer of promotions comes under offering, but let's say ads, lot of ads has to be run so that people buy your product. A lot of marketing spend, which is apart from promotions and ad, like maybe you sponsor an event, right? You basically host an webinar, or you host an entire event, right? Maybe sponsoring a um, company fitted logo on any sports team. So for example, IPL, recently one of the IPL teams or Indian team, I don't remember, but they have an Aqua Insurance as their sponsor, whereas Acco Insure is a new age tech player into insurance sector, right? So that kind of marketing spend you will need to do. Now, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, that every dollar that company spends, they expect value out of it, right? That's how also you get value out of the company. That you save a lot of dollars in terms of maybe human efforts or in terms of growth. If you gain more dollar, you will get more dollar in your salary. So that is something in terms of acquiring the customer, right? This is an acquisition part. Then there is a second part, which is retention. Over here, uh, churn. So when we say churn, it's basically means customer leaving the ecosystem. So let's say you are an Spotify user right now and you leave Spotify, so you become a churn account for Spotify, right? Simple meaning of churn, leaving the ecosystem. Then there is an upgrade, cross sell, downgrade. So these are different terms that industry use, right? Upgrade means, let's say you are a Spotify user who pays 150 rupees for some specific content, but Spotify, let's say, have a much expensive plan which is 500 rupees, and you buy that plan. So your account is basically treated as an upgrade within the system. Cross sell is basically, let's say Spotify owns another platform which is just for podcast, nothing else, and you buy that platform subscription. That basically means cross sell. You got another product which they already offer. And then there is a downgrade. Downgrade is basically you are using 150 rupees plan, but now you have moved to bare minimum, which is 50 rupees plan. So that's a downgrade. So these are different terms to use in terms of retention of or customer life cycle within the organization. So large of amount of challenges lies in these two space. And product innovation is an ongoing challenge for any company, whether it's a tangible product making company or non-tangible product making company. Both have same challenges in terms of innovation and tech upgrades. So any questions, any thoughts that you guys have on this, or you want to understand more detail?
Tech stack.
Okay. So
Related
tech
part.
stack basically refers to what kind of tools and technologies you are using to build that product. So for example, let's say I'm you Facebook. Facebook use PHP mostly for their website building, right? But someone can use Python also. Someone can use HTML also. So what kind of tools you have used to build that product? For example, in tangible products, what kind of sheet metal you are using? What kind of copper quality you are using? So that is a commodity based challenge for that product company. Here it is more of a tool based challenge, like what kind of technologies and tools they have used to develop this particular product, whether which version they are using of Python. It's a 2.0 or 3.0 or 3.7, something like that. So that's what tech stack mean over here.
Under retention, what exactly is cross sell?
Okay, so let's just take an example of any software product. For example, companies who are selling multiple products. Just take an example of Excel, right? You have Microsoft Office installed in your PC by your organization. Now you are an account for Microsoft, right? As a whole organization, TCS will be an account for Microsoft. Now a salesperson from Microsoft end tells you that you already purchased Microsoft Office from us and you are using Microsoft Outlook from us. So now it makes more sense to use Teams, which is another product of ours, which will be helpful because there will be a single sign in, right? You could use single sign in across three products, and that will help you a lot of cost in terms of and we will give it you on discount or something like that. तो उसने बेसिकली अलग प्रोडक्ट बेच दिया तुम्हें, बट उसी के यूनिवर्स में से जिसकी शायद तुम्हें जरूरत थी नहीं थी, दैट्स अ डिफरेंट केस. बट यू गॉट दैट प्रोडक्ट फ्रॉम द सेम कंपनी but that use case of that product is entirely different comparing to your current use cases that you are solving through that organization.
Okay,
So,
means
for example, Mayur works in sales, right? So, any product that he sells to a customer, let's say he sells XYZ product, and the customer will eventually need a ABC product also, which he also have it with him, so he can sell that. That's a cross sell. So cross sell happens across every sales funnels, but over here it's a challenge. Over there it's more of a need, because if you need that tangible asset, then only you will buy it, right? But here, out of desire also, you can buy such products. So another cross sell example is, basically, let's say you go on Mintra and you wanted to buy a t-shirt, but in the suggestion they showed you, let's say, pant also, like jeans. You end up buying jeans also. That's a cross sell for them. You went there for with specific request, and you ended up buying two products. So that was a desire, that was not a necessity for you again. Whereas, any example that you have done as a cross sell?
Yeah, we have done cross selling in the EV products. That EV bikes and cars are gaining the market right now in a very vast way. So the one customer came to us for buying the multimeter of
Okay.
different brands. So we have sold him insulation tester, then clamp meter, then non-contact voltage detector. We are selling the different types of products related to that EV requires require. Yeah, that
Okay.
type of sale we have done daily basis.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's how a difference is, right? Like I mentioned, uh, software products are more of a desire. They are not. And another thing is that tangible products needed to be scalable so that they can become profitable. That's one thing. And also, the scalability is not an easy way to do in tangible products. So for example, if I want to move my production from 1 lakh unit to 2 lakh unit, I need to set up an entire different space where I would employ people, do construction, buy machineries, and then it will happen, right? Whereas in a software, it's just matter of seconds, and if you just improve your servers, you are good to go, right? Because programs already written in such a way that they are always scalable. Because if program is running for 4 people and 4 million people, it doesn't affect the program quality, but it's just matter of servers capability to handle that kind of data, right? So that's why the challenges are different for both the product categories, and which industry you work with defines a lot about how you gonna pin it out, right? So that was it. I just wanted to give you an understanding of how businesses function and how their challenges are drawn. So these are basics of our business. Great. So thank you for joining, and let's meet
thank
tomorrow.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank.
Bye.
Bye.